Hi everyone, this is Tina from Cosmic Turtles, and today we're going to pick up on some energies and storylines. For some, there's a little story here. It's going to be an offer coming in towards you. Got the Ace of Pentacles here. It's something you've been asking for, something you'd like to have. So this offer's coming in. It's divinely guided. It's an opportunity that's yours if you want it. With that opportunity, you'll either be working with someone that is going to show you the ropes, show you how to make this opportunity the most beneficial to you. It's like a partnership, or this is your energy and you're going to be the one learning these things, and you're going to basically glow up into your skill set, be able to keeping yourself financially stable, and like develop what it is you need to develop so that you can stand in your power concerning your finances, or concerning things that are of value to you. And the last card is these things will take time. So there's like a training. So these are, you got the Ace, you got the energy, the King, the Court, one of the Court figures, and the overall energy in the background is like that Temperance energy. So it's going to take time to be able to make these things come together for you. Okay. Let's see what else we got. So a lot of you are concentrating on building yourself up, on either through education, taking a course, or either through concerning your finances, how to make your money grow. And for others is loving on yourself, making yourself feel good, using the tools that you have on the inside, learning how to use them, and bringing manifesting things that you'd like to have in your life. The energy of the Magician. Let's see what other two cards come with it. Well, you have the Three of Pentacles, just teamwork. So you're using your skill set to bring people together to work on a project, and this project will make everyone happy. You got the Ten of Cups here. So these are the goals for some people here, is to use what you have inside of you to create that cooperation energy within and without, like within yourself, cooperation, the cooperative components within you would be working with your mind and your heart, but it's coming to the middle point of this, meeting on the bridge of happiness. It looks like a bridge right there. Just connecting all these things together, all your cups. Okay. All right, so that's two groups right there. Let's see who else is listening or going to listen. Time in a linear fashion is set and understood in a certain way. And time on a cosmic level is not the same as what we think it is. Alright, so next three. First one that came out, Hangman. So a lot of you are in this number three. A lot of you are, some of you are looking at things from a different perspective. It's like some things are at a standstill, and it caused you to step back and then kind of go inside and look at things from a different perspective. And that's what he's doing there. He's hanging upside down, but his head is illuminated. So for the Hangman, it's being divinely guided, because the next card that came out is the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is, you have it's divinely guided. It's two major arcanas as well. So the third one is not. It's a court card. So the universe is helping you with seeing things differently and balancing things within you, so that when it's all set up, you'll be able to, turn it back around and come back to life type of thing. Springtime energies are coming in the northern hemisphere, so a lot of people are going to be doing that next step, is stepping out of their shell type of thing, or stepping up to the plate, the expressions that we use. Because the next card that came out is the Knight of Cups. And, well, basically, people's been hanging on that tree for a while. And the divine is saying, okay, that's enough. If you want to get to where you're going, start moving. Go and offer what it is that you've learned. And for others, people have been waiting. Like for some others, if it's concerning relationships, they've been going inside, doing their internal work, figuring out what it is that they do want. And then the divine energies started lining themselves up, so you could have this offer of love coming towards you. So these cards have many meanings, but it depends how you put a storyline, and it depends on who's listening to, but it's also from the reader will capture stories, energies, and see if it makes sense. So let's see what else there is out there in the collective for a little storyline. See who else needs a message. And it's always, a lot of times, it's the messages that are needed to be heard the most. It's the strongest energy type of thing, because it's a calling from people, and people that are card readers or medium or channelers, they feel the call, and then they'll relay the message. And sometimes, like, a card reader wouldn't even know, but sometimes they'd be like in between two people. They'd be like the medium is the messenger between two people talking to each other on the astral realm, and that maybe something that is said in between this, and then these people end up actually meeting, and then they realize, I've been listening to the same reader. And then the connections and the synchronicities, it's amazing. No one knows really, like, the power of their presence and how it changes things. No one knows. I mean, you can know from, if you're relying uh, on the media and how many likes you got and all the comments that are said, you could listen to that. But those are opinions of people. First card that came out, Ten of Swords. I'm waiting for the other two. And next card, Three of Cups. Ooh. A 10 is the end of a cycle. It's you're wrapping it up. It's the end of it. If it showed up as a card, it's because there's a little bit lingering energy about it, and it's just that last oof, to let it go, right? And it's up to you because you could bring all that back just by keep focusing on it and going down with that energy. It's up to you. But mostly, by the time you get to a 10, you're fed up and you don't want any more of that, and you've pretty much made up your mind, and you're like, okay, that's it. I'm putting it in. Every time I'll see this certain thought or this old behavior pattern or whatever, I'm going to call myself out on my shit and I'm going to put a stop to it. And it doesn't have to be in a mean way. It's just, it's your self-discipline. Because you are the master of your own destiny. You create with your thoughts, yes. But it's more about, it's not like every thought. Like, it's the thoughts that have the most power to them. So the more you focus on something, the more power you're giving it. So, okay, this works either way. Let's say you're a parent and you're seeing your child grow. And you think about them all the time. You think, and then they come to you with a problem, and then you could see them a little bit struggling because they're switching from a younger age to teenagehood, and they're like unsure, and you're watching their development, and you're like, oh, I can't wait till they get it. You think good of them. You thinking good of them gives them the energy they need to be able to grow and get through these things. So energy is energy. It's how you use it. And so if you use your focus for things that are not in your best interest, the energy will see it as positive things. Not that it'll see it as that's what you're asking. That's what you're focused on. That's what you're asking. And because some people's had discovered that that's how it worked, they kept people in the dark about this information. And so what they did, they made you focused on the negative to keep you under their thumb. Awareness is key here. And searching the truth is key. You find out answers for yourself within yourself. All the answers are there. So I'm waiting for another card, but while we're waiting for another card, the first card came out was the Ten of Swords. A 10 is the end of a cycle. So it's just the last little letting go for just specific things. It could be one of these swords that was like more prominent in your life. It could have been betrayal, backstabbing. It could have been cheating, lying, stealing from you. It could have been or your own spinny thoughts in your own head and driving yourself nuts. It's because the swords have to do with the mental realm, right? So it's about, and this is also about doing your internal work and healing these old wounds of all that was. So you'll have like flashbacks of your old life, of where you were before. It's just to be let go and not to be relived. Okay? And then the next card that came out, Three of Cups. So there's a celebration. Some people could look at these two cards as more of a negative thing if you want, but 10 is an ending for me, so it's through the message of the channeler. Through the channeler, the message will come out in its own specific way. For me, in this case, it's the Three Cups because you're celebrating. You are celebrating completion or the near completion. Like you're happy about the progress you've done, and you're celebrating that with like-minded friends. And then we'll see what's like a final outcome. It's raining today in the northern hemisphere, which is a good sign. However, it feels heavy. Feels heavy a little. Maybe I'm just lacking water. If you drink a lot of water, you don't feel the atmospheric pressures changes that much. Like when the atmospheric pressure changes, you don't feel so much like a human barometer because you've kept yourself hydrated enough. Well, whew, it's been heavy. Oh, excuse me. So what do we have as a third card for the collective for this specific storyline? What do we have? Oh, there we go. Here comes. Oh, offer of passion coming towards you. An offer of passion. Woohoo! And underlying energy, Ten of Pentacles. So this offer of passion has the potential to grow into your wish fulfillment, into the fulfillment of things you hold of value. For me, the pentacles represent what you hold of value. The cups is like what you carry, which is like your emotions, your memories. But the good, uh, when you fill your cup, it's like your energy levels, how you feel about you. The wands of the passion, it's also communication, and it's outwardly communication. The swords is quick, swift. It's the mental realm. It's communication too, but it's the wands is like something from the grassroots, like something from basic instincts. More on a physical level too. Like it's a fire sign. It's associated with the fire sign, and the swords is associated with the air signs. It's just more of the mental aspect, and the fire signs is more about that spark and that get up and go energy. You could say it's the springtime energies that are on its way as well. And so as you're completing a cycle, a very hard cycle that played with your mind, that played with your whole existence, because our way of seeing life is what creates it, right? So this is all about what you used to create, and you're changing those things into more positive and uh, giving you the chance for growth and evolution and moving forward, and you're celebrating that with like-minded friends because they're also they understand, they've been through too, or they're going through too. Like it, it's something you can put in your cup and you have it as an accomplishment, and you could celebrate that. And from feeling in that state of mind, these offers are going to come towards you. It's going to have like a little offer of love, passionate communication, and it's and like I said, it could have to do with the springtime energies. At the end of the old winter of introspection and going through all that, and then you're like, yay, we could finally move. We could finally, you know, the snow's melting in the northern hemisphere anyway. The snow's melting. We could travel more. I could go for a walk or something, and then that energy just attracts these offers coming towards you. So those are nice. Woo-hoo. So those were just like little ideas on what's going on in the collective at the moment. Let's get another one. These are fun. Just little 3-card stories here and there. And you can also look at it like the overall if you like to. There's a progression in these stories sometimes. They connect. still says Ten of Pentacles. So it's saying, the overall is saying you're working towards your balance, your financial stability. You're working towards the things that you want to have in your life. It could also speak of you wanting to have your freedom. Yeah, let's see what we have for a divine answer. The Angels Answers cards. For those of you that have a question. It says wait. For some of you, it says wait. Within the next few weeks. Maybe wait within the next 2 weeks for perfect timing. So, and that's when you'll get to that peaceful resolution. Right now is not the right time. So that answers the question. Wait within the next few weeks for perfect timing, because right now is not the right time. You'll know who it is for. So that's the first one. Let's see what else we got for the more pressing matters and the energies coming through, the questions coming through. Ooh, it got clearer and smoother in here, easier to shuffle. There's like subtle little differences sometimes, it just tells you. So for those, there's people asking about love. That's the wait one, isn't it? Okay, what about their finance and careers? What do you have for those that are asking about their finances and careers, jobs? So that's pretty much all the same energy. You gotta wait for the energy to open up for a lot of our things to start moving. The only stagnation is because there's things that are being aligned for a lot of you. So that's why they're asking you to wait, so that the things can be aligned properly. If I plant a seed, I gotta wait the appropriate time before it starts bearing fruit, and then I can go get those fruit. So I gotta wait before I can get it at the perfect timing. Or else, let's say I want a good sweet apple from a tree, right? Well, if I go and pick that apple too early, even though it's there, I see it, it'll be like sour. It won't be what I'd like it to be, so I have to wait for it to be ready for me. Because life happens for you. It's about recognizing that, shifting that inner perception. We had seen that with the hangman, looking at things differently. Is there any other messages for our collective at the moment? You want a divine abundance card? Okay, let's do that. Woohoo! Let's see what we got. Thank you. Divine abundance card. What do we have for the collective? Ease. be at ease. At least try to find a way to feel at ease in a good, positive way. Just trust. This is the trust card. It says, allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. So be at ease. Trust that the divine is aligning things for you. And this will be repeated, 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 repeated. Because we're just starting this. We're just collectively like starting to see the wisdom in this. Starting to see that, yeah, it really does work. How come I didn't do this sooner? You know, you get pissed off a little. Be at ease with yourself. It wasn't the time before. We still had underlying things to resolve and let go and clear the channel so we could see clearly. So it's be kind to yourself. If it took a bit of time, that's okay. That's what we're here for, to live in a reality where time exists. So that we got the time to have reflective moments. We got the time to have some participation moments and some really big highs and really low lows, and to see about that spectrum of being a human, and then finding your own middle, and then trying to maintain your balance. It's an experience. It's not always, it doesn't always feel pleasant. But there is a time of reflection in the future that allows you to look at things differently, and then you can make peace within yourself about anything that comes towards you, around you. So you start seeing where your power is, that you're a free-willed sovereign being that came here to have an experience, maybe try on some roles. So what else do we have for the collective? My readings usually have a story with that, right? You noticed? There's a story with that, with also teachings. But I've been starting that Cosmic Turtles Speak. A Wave of Consciousness was the first one, and it's about just the teachings part of whatever it is you can pick up in the collective, some of the teachings that are presently happening. So the first card that came here, there's the trust, and then we have receiving. To receive, you gotta get out of the asking. To receive, let's see here what it says. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. The trust card was, and then next is receive. And when you allow yourself to do this, because you're a free-willed being and you choose, when you allow yourself to be in the receiving mode, then comes expansiveness. Woo. Evolution, growth. So it says expansiveness. Eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. For those of you that wanted to see how to bypass the mechanics of the ego that keeps us all restrictive and constrained or in a self-sabotaging loops, it's expansiveness. Put yourself in a receiving mode. Trust that the divine is aligning things for you. and you'll bypass the old energy programming. You'll step onto the new template that's being presented for humanity at the moment. Well, this is Cosmic Turtles. I'm Tina, and this completes the reading for the collective reading for today. I know it's a little slow going, it's raining outside, but I still wanted to do a reading for everybody. And you have yourself a great day. Bye. See you next time.